One is in space, the other is on the ground. NASA, everyone's familiar with, and RAMM, not so many people. And I'll talk about that in a minute. What I want to talk about, most importantly, is the results that both of these organizations are experiencing. You may know that astronauts, when they go into space, experience a loss of gravity. What you may not know is that loss of gravity has a significant negative influence on the circulation in the body. So the longer they're in space, the more the body deteriorates. And as an example, astronaut Kelly, who was the astronaut who has spent the longest amount of time in space, when he returned, had about 45% loss of muscle mass and bone density. He also lost about 70% of his vision, and it's because of the negative influence on the circulatory system, including the capillaries, that astronauts experience when they go into outer space. For that reason, NASA has made it a high priority to address this issue, and based on extensive research of all available alternatives around the world, came to the conclusion that they wanted to partner with the company and product that I represent that has a major positive influence on the circulatory system. So that's the reason NASA partnered with this company and is using the technology in the product that's available for all of us right now. They're not adapting the exact configuration of the technology that we're using on the Earth because they need to have a consistent source of power and they need a practical way of applying the technology for astronauts. So what have they done? They've developed garments that the astronauts wear that has the power source and the power source, which is the battery, and the power controls built into the garments. That is very, very exciting, and this technology has now been adapted for the first time and is being applied to our veterinary product line for large animals that's being shipped in December. And very, very exciting. I saw this at our national convention in Orlando not too long ago. Now, moving from outer space onto the ground, and specifically I want to talk about RAMM, which is RAMM. If you put that into YouTube in the search box, you'll see the video, which was Race Across America. Race Across America was a cross-country race where teams biked from the West Coast to the East Coast, and the team that we sponsored won that race. But they just didn't win it by a small margin. They won it by a day and a half. These four guys did an amazing job, and they were using the device in between their scheduled sessions on the bike, and they were sleeping on the device as well. So they attribute their significant win to using this FDA class medical device that I represent, and it's because of what it does for the circulation. For athletes, it warms them up faster, it helps them recover faster, and the recovery is when they're awake and certainly when they're asleep, because it has a patented sleep cycle that facilitates REM sleep, and that helped them tremendously. So the next team, the team that came in second place, was a team sponsored by a major athletic company, and they had 8 people on their racing team. The team that we sponsored had 4 and still won by a day and a half, which is incredible. So these two examples, NASA and RAMM, start to give you an idea of just how amazing this product that I represent actually is. Now, if you want all the details, and I apologize, I'm not able to online give you any more details than I am right now, but if you contact me personally, I will give you full reports what we're talking about, why it works, how it helps you tremendously. And yes, you can count on it helping your circulation, your skin, your eyes, and much more because of what it does for the circulatory system in the body. The body then takes over and does amazing things. So I'm not representing that you want to use this to replace the relationship you have with your medical professional. I'm not making any claims that this diagnosis cures anything. But what it does is improve the circulation in the body like nothing else in the world. And when it does that, the body takes over and starts doing miraculous things. And my name is Steve Pollitt, stevepollitt@gmail.com. That's Pohlit. You can text me as well, 727-224-4743. I hope you take a close look at this. The holiday season's coming up. This is the gift that keeps on giving for many, many, many years. It's designed to last more than 10 years. Going into 2017, you can do what I'm doing, which is share this information with others, and that can become part of a program for you to improve your financial well-being as well as your health in 2017. Steve Pollitt@gmail.com. Be well, be happy, be at peace.